Imagine waking up and saying, hey, AI app, sell 20% of my Bitcoin portfolio for USD, do it on the exchange I trade on regularly that has the lowest fees, sell it at market value, and deposit the proceeds into my MetaMask wallet. Or imagine waking up and saying, hey, AI app, find me a date for tonight, make sure the girl's at least 5'5", make sure she lives within 10 miles from here, make sure she likes Italian food, set a reservation for Dorcia's at 8 o'clock, and then print me out a one-page summary of all her interests for me to study up on beforehand. Yes, these things will likely all be possible within only a decade or two. Yes, within our lives, the AI revolution will make all this true. And so, in celebration of that happening today, I'm decided to do a video on my current top 3 AI projects that are related to crypto. So without further ado, let's dive in. AI coin number 1 is Tenet. Now this is a project that I have covered before. I did a video about 2 weeks ago. So they're building a blockchain for the $10 trillion AI economy. They're on the Cosmos blockchain. They describe themselves as where AI meets DeFi. So it's like a blockchain for AI, but mostly with DeFi. Specifically, they use AI to improve and make cheaper liquidity market making services, farming and staking services, and mining services. It's a very technologically advanced project. If you're into all the tech savvy, then you can read their white paper. For now, I'll kind of just sort of gloss over everything, but their main advantage, competitive advantage that they do is they disrupt the proof of stake consensus model by allowing you to stake a diversified basket of assets to secure the single tenant network. So typically how staking works is you send that coin to the network, you stake it, you get a yield for that, and then that helps the network run faster. Well, this project is unique in that you can send not only the tenant coin, but you can send a bunch of other coins such as Ethereum, Matic, Atom, that's Cosmos native token. You can send a whole basket of coins to stake all at once to make the network run smoother. It's very unusual. They also have a bunch of other things, like they have a keyless AI wallet. This is the first wallet where, other members of your household, including your grandparents, can confidently and securely tap into self-custody. So it's kind of just a sort of a hybrid AI blockchain conglomerate with a bunch of different features. Very qualified team. Greg Gottman is the founder of this project. So he was previously the chief marketing officer of Kadena, a huge project, and he was the head of ecosystem growth at Anchor, another huge project. This guy is a heavyweight with projects, and his projects have been enormously successful. So Kadena, he was CMO. They did a 50x here in the late 2021 bull run. And then Anchor, head of ecosystem growth, they did a 20x in the early 2021 bull market. This is what I like to see. If I'm, looking at a founder of a current project that, I personally have invested in, like I have with Tenet, then I want to see this guy can 10x, can 20x, can 50x a project, and his track record shows he indeed can. He's also been called the Gatsby of crypto. He's known to throw big parties in Miami and whatnot. That doesn't hurt. Now, they are doing their pre-sale, their public sale on DAOmaker. The date has not been announced. Probably within around 2 weeks, I would say. Things are moving pretty fast, so stay tuned. This project, the buzz, is really building on Twitter. If you're into any AI projects, this is probably the one you want to look at. Project number 2. This is another one you're probably already familiar with, Crypto GPT. So they were actually up big today, 10-11% on some big news. I'll get to that in a sec. But first, a refresher. So they're, again, a blockchain for the AI revolution. They are, but it's not really like the other project that it's in DeFi. This one, they specifically are, their use case is they monetize your data with AI. All your AI, it's put into these little NFT capsules, all your individual data from the multiple different apps that are on this blockchain, and then you can sell that capsule with all your data in it to other corporations for the token to make money in return. So the apps that are going to be built on this blockchain are already on the blockchain. They're in a variety of different fields. There's going to be fitness apps, dating apps, games apps, education apps. And it's already 1.3 million users on this entire blockchain. So including all the dApps built on it, and they're already on it, 1.3 million users. So it is big. This is also founded by a big kind of tech crypto veteran, Dehan Urja. So he was previously the number 2 tech guy at Ripple. So the CTO of Ripple is David Schwartz. Then for a long time, the number 2 guy, the number 2 lead developer was this guy right here. Ripple is the number 3 biggest coin by market cap. So this guy is a tech heavyweight. They already did their public sale on Downmaker about a month ago, and as I mentioned many times in my previous videos, record-breaking. They had the most ever participants connect their wallet and try to get in this pre-sale. 50,000 people tried to get in, only a couple thousand got in, and the pre-sale, the returns did not disappoint. Currently, it's at around a 13 or 14x at all-time high. A couple weeks ago, it was at 30x. So this is, and the price action too is pretty good here. So right now, with today's pump, it's at about 7.5 cents. When this hit exchanges a few weeks ago, it was at 4.5 cents. They're up around 70–80%. So again, most coins dump. This is not the case. This coin is up, and they have found some pretty good support right there. This is a chart that looks just ready to send with some new news, and they got that new news today. So what's the new developments? Caused a 10–11% price pump. A bunch of things. Number one, they got listed on BitHum. That's Korea's biggest exchange, BitHum. They're currently ranked the number 16 biggest exchange by daily trading volumes in the world. That's massive. So now if you look at all the exchanges CryptoGPT is on, they're on about half of the tier ones. They're on BitHum, Bitfinex, that's the number 5 exchange. They're on Bybit, that's the number 6 exchange. They're on Gate Huobi. Those two are around 8, 9, 10. Poloniex is in the 20s. BitGet is around 12 or 13. Mexi is also around 10, 11, 12, 13. So it looks like they're on around half of the top 15 exchanges. The ones they're not on are, top 4. Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, KuCoin. So it's good. If I could pick any exchange if something's on, you want it to be on some tier 1, so it shows credibility. Exchanges, it's passed the smut test for them, but you don't want it on all exchanges because this is room for future exchange listings, which almost always pump price when it comes to tier 1s. Very exciting. I would not be surprised if there are some more tier 1s in the very near future. And the good news didn't even stop there. So it's first BitHum this morning. Then, right after that, they announced they just received $10 million in Series A investment at a $250 million valuation. The $10 million came in from DWF Labs. They're a global digital asset market maker based in Hong Kong, so they're really trying to get into the Hong Kong and Asia footprint here. And $250 million valuation, that is pretty impressive for a project that's only been around a month or two. AI is the buzz. They also announced this year, a couple days ago, that they just completed a token burn of 2.1 million GPT tokens, which came out to around $130,000. So again, no small burn, not just $1,000, $2,000, $130,000. The burns will probably go up in the future. You typically like to start conservatively with burns because you don't want it to have too much of an effect, plus or minus on the price. So start with 130,000, then when that went smooth, then they can slowly up the burns from there. This is what I like to see. Burns are just so important. They also announced this here today, which is kind of cool, or a couple days ago. They're holding an in-person physical event in Seoul, Korea on Friday. That is the 13th or the 14th. Here it is. They're selling tickets to it. So this, the physical events, as we all know, whenever a blockchain has a hackathon or something, the price of that coin almost always pumps. The developers just get stimulated being around each other. They take meetings. They, get more creative and all that stuff. And a lot of partnerships are announced because the teams get to talk to each other. So that is all very exciting right there. So again, as I said, this chart looks just ready to send. And then after the physical event, I wouldn't be surprised if more good announcements and price action come after that. Project number 3, PodFast. This is more of kind of a niche AI use case right here. So they already completed their token sale on Downmaker again. So these projects are all on Downmaker. They raised a very small amount of money, only $100,000. And then the ROI kind of looks a little conservative on first glance, 4x, but it's better than it sounds. Check this out. So the price is around 2 cents for IDO. Mid-March, around a month ago. But then look at this. The day it was listed, 2 days after that, 8 cents. So, and no lockup whatsoever. So if you bought, let's say, $5,000 at 2 cents, then literally 2 days later, that $5,000 would have been $20,000, and you could have withdrawn it all immediately. 100% was fully unlocked at the TGE. I didn't get in this pre-sale. I'm kind of pissed. I wish I had, obviously. So this has been performing great so far. So what do? So they're a niche AI case. They use cutting-edge AI to create audio and video summaries of your favorite podcast episodes. So basically, they distill sort of hours-long podcasts. It could be an Instagram reel, a YouTube video, a Twitter video, a TikTok video, Twitter Spaces, anything that's usually a couple hours. They can distill it into 15 minutes or less. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds like a Good use case right there. I think probably the best thing that they do, the best use case of all, is the Twitter Spaces, because it's not like at least with a YouTube video, you can see, okay, at the 10-minute mark, they're going to switch to this topic and this topic. There's timestamp. Twitter Spaces, there's nothing like that. So you just have to go trial and error, click at each minute mark and see what they're talking about, decide if you're interested. There's no summary at all. So imagine condensing a 2-hour Twitter Spaces into 10 minutes. You can just listen to all at once. I think that sounds great. It's a great niche use case, and it does it all. It does the editing in just a few seconds. You don't have to wait a day or two. In a few seconds. Very cool. So they hit exchanges at around the same time as Crypto GPD, around March 16th. They've pretty much held steady, got listed at around 8 cents. Right now they're at 7.7 cents, so very little pullback whatsoever. That's what I like to see. So they're on BitGet. That's the only tier 1 they're on. Also on LBank, Biloxi. So this coin, sort of small market cap. The market cap's around 7 million. They're ranked number 3,000 in coin market caps. This coin kind of falls more into the 10x or 100x potential because very low, 7 million. So if they just get up to the 100 million market cap, that's about a 12x or a 13x right there. In fact, BitGet already listed them, and they're a tier 1 that shows, okay, it has credibility. It's passed the due diligence tests from exchanges. That's what I like to see right there. The team's also very credible too. Started by this guy right here, Jeff Kurdakis, however you pronounce it. He's the CEO of TrustSwap, which is sort of a multifaceted crypto conglomerate. Sort of a competitor to DAOmaker. They offer a bunch of different services, launch pads, token creation, NFT marketplace, etc. So that's it. So drop a comment down below. Let me know which of these projects, Tenant, Crypto GPD, or PodFast you are into. I'm excited by all of them. I think, any AI projects is going to be very buzzworthy these days. So let me know what you think in the comments section. Be back tomorrow with a new video. Ben Crypto signing out. Catch you later.